We now return to Let's Play The Sims Medieval. So we've got enough resources now for something else, and we are going to need to boost our culture and knowledge again. And I think the best way to do that, the most cost-effective, is to get the Pteran Monastery. So... and once again, I'll go ahead, make a priest, furnish it, come back when that's ready. There's the bedroom entrance and the main chapel area. Something I just noticed though, you look at those windows, and then look at the outside, they don't match up. Oh well. So we're done there. Okay, so now we really need to work on security. So let's see what kind of quests we can get. Doomsday? Who does that require? Pteran. But I don't really want to do that because I want to get a war quest done. That's only knowledge. The Great Purge. That'll work. What's this? The ongoing war between Tredoni and Arbyville had seeped into Camelopardalis. Strange foreigners from both factions walked freely amongst the population. Sometimes my mouth gets ahead of me. Strange foreigners from both factions walked freely amongst the populace, going about their own agendas, and normally stalwart citizens were starting to get swept up in the conflicts. If something drastic wasn't done quickly, Camelopardalis would be torn asunder. Dastardly despot. The monarch's dreams of a glorious future for Camelopardalis had been met with growing resistance at every turn. Foreign affairs and public outcries for peace were beginning to undermine the rightful power of the throne. When everyone is against you, the only thing left is to purge them all and let the Watchers sort them out. This sounds awful. And certainly not something that a King Arthur figure would do. However, as we saw in the last mission, Barthur is a little bit bloodthirsty. So I think it's okay from an RP perspective that we do this. My kingdom shall be cleansed of wicked parasites. This is basically just the same thing. Okay. And we need to get platinum, because otherwise we're going to lose well-being. Lord Barthur the Great experienced a cold sweat haunted by dark dreams of rebellion and war. Shaking away the vision still left him troubled by a nagging sense of doom. Lord Barthur the Great absently reviewed the missive delivered earlier to the royal apartments. Your Highness's presence is requested in the throne room at his earliest convenience. Royal Advisor Humbert. Okay, and apparently right now I'm taking petitions. So, Your Highness, the work conditions in the fields are deplorable, your subjects work long, hard days, they are barely compensated, and morale is plummeting. I think we should give the workers a delightful fruit basket to improve morale. Everybody loves fruit baskets. If the sight of a shiny new fruit basket does not bring a smile to your face, then your heart is made of stone, sir. I say yes. Or no, if we start pampering these workers now, then we'll never hear the end of it. Better that they think things will never improve, that way they can resign themselves to the job completely, and that's good for productivity. We'll give it to them. Very generous. With this much gold, we can even afford 5 grapes instead of the standard 4. My popularity has greatly increased. Well, considering... No. No more petitions. No more petitions. I need to clear my head of these dark thoughts. Maybe some cold water will banish the last of my bad dreams. Splash face with water at a wash bucket. At a wash bucket. This won't count? I guess it will. The little icon there sort of implied that it would require me to splash my face with the washing water that they use to scrub the floors. Oh, and I've got stuff to do. Pass an edict and read the war crimes docket. While refreshing, dousing my face with water did little to rid myself of these bad feelings. I can't hide from my responsibilities, especially when my kingdom is about to burst under pressure from all sides. But we'll do that in a minute. Right now I need to read this. How many parrots do I have? There's 3. The 2, rather. I have 3 bear meat. And some seeds. Probably some stuff I could sell here, actually. For very little. I have a lack of faith. Well, I could have him join something. I suppose this particularly unsociable guildsman was judged guilty of the heinous war crimes of which they were accused. Okay, so with this again. Sign the royal arrest warrant. And then I need to send the guildsman to the stocks. Let's do the right one this time. Who is she? Petitioner. Ah. And it's a pirate who is injured. I made a new friend. I'm about to have a new enemy. It's an odd combination of clothing there. Constable is too busy, but she's on the list, so we can now go back and do the edict, and then talk to Humbert. Yeah. Yeah, stuff like this really makes this good characteristic pointless. I mean, if the quests are going to determine what my characters act like, I mean, there's no point. Edict. Wow, what are all the people doing here? They're all petitioners. I must have closed court a little too early. Consul. A reduction of the tariffs on goods imported into Camelot Pardalis, sure. What is it going to look like, though? Enact an additional tax on the sale of items that were crafted in a different territory. So no one wants to vote for this, then?
Parosh, Elvoni Lebra, Evelyn Parosh Cookland,
Frelsh, Monet, Dano in
Klesik Wallafin,
Konif, Resik, Mazout.
Imsabrel Jeffrin, Kensepe, Mejaron, Leshonen.
I don't think that's actually going to matter. This isn't going to pass.
Gorig, Vethel.
So, oh shoot. But if I propose an extra edict, people aren't gonna like me. I forgot about that.
Velbrick.
Let's try this again. Loyalty has decreased slightly on all territories. So let's try this again. People still want to do this. Alright, well. I guess it was this one. Will add a benefit to Tridoni.
Arminish Weymouth. Thevlit Yagram Exabre.
Damn it, why'd I do that? I meant to get one passed. Oh well. Too late now. So we'll suffer for that. But my liege, thank you for finally arriving. There is much to discuss. Your kingdom is quite restless. Just this morning a town leader voiced a grievance about the lack of security, and a foreign representative is threatening to protest our recent trade tax. In the castle, a commoner has been caught speaking out against the throne and awaits judgment in the stocks. There's also a visiting sailor that's demanding certain naval sanctions, and there's still those funds that need to be allocated to the war effort. Good grief. Okay, I need to authorize 2 foreign tributes. More tributes? This war is costing me more just to stay out of the conflict. And then what? We need to hold court. We're on the brink of war, embroiled in an international conspiracy, and the treasury is depleting. Yet I must sit and listen to pig farmers second-guess my every move. There, I've signed away more of my treasury to maintain neutrality with the 2 warring factions. And for what? Trade rights? My people's safety? Sometimes I'm not sure it's worth it. Better hand these off to Royal Advisor Humbert before I do something rash. Very good, Your Grace, and as soon as you provide me with the requisite convenience fees, I will get these processed and sent out to the respective territories. 100 simoles. Oh, for what? Standard practice for these types of international transactions, my liege. It covers transport, security, processing, conversion rates, etc. Also, it's 100 simoles per tribute. Call for food. I guess I'll just wait until that comes, and then I'll hold court. I don't want to progress too fast just yet. But on the other hand, I don't want to fall behind like that one time. Our progress is already slowing down slightly. And it's going to go down as soon as I've shirked my duties here because I failed to pass an edict. Let's hold court, I guess. That would explain all the petitioners. Okay, people, come on.
Halperin.
Okay.
Ein Vars.
Oh.
Hoven Gwefern. Nisem.
My neighbor has trimmed his shrubs into rude and vulgar shapes. I seek permission to burn them to the ground with fire. Fire is a good tool. It's both powerful and completely under our control. I will allow this. There is no law that strictly prohibits vulgar shrubbery. Not unless it portrays the monarch in a negative light. Permission must be denied. What? Must I describe what these shrubs are doing to one another? I cannot. Don't make me.
If you bah.
Mozinga.
Am I tired or something?
Driven.
Don't have that much energy missing.
Penfit Gvalmud.
As the next order of business, the throne recognizes the speaker from town. The issue in question is the rampant banditry throughout the kingdom due to the war, and the monarch's inability to provide greater security for the common people. Your Majesty can now further question the petitioner. Your Majesty, I, your humble servant, wish to begin a family. May I have your permission to conceive a child? You don't need the monarch's permission to have a child. That's just something you can do. Go have a child. Be well. Are you kidding? You want my permission to breed? You know what? No. Just because you asked, no. You're banned from having children. Yeah, of course you can. Your Highness is most gracious. If I am lucky enough to have a child of your fine gender, I will surely name it after you. Twice. That'll make him popular in the schoolyard. Jocosa, is this him? No. Are we still, I mean, what's going on here?
Jorip Lazura.
Oh.
Yeshune.
I request permission to run special experiments in my cellar. I will need funds for blades and harnesses, and I need soundproofing for the walls, strong enough to muffle, say, loud screaming. Sounds great. Well, that all seems on the level. Here's some gold to get you started. Best of luck. I don't think so. Right, yes. Why don't you find the constable and detail your plans with him? I'm sure he'll get you all set up. Thank you. Next, please. Constable, you say? Yes, maybe I will have this constable over for dinner. Soon. My popularity increased. Well, that's good.
Vinek, Sirop Sikleserig.
Oh, good grief. Clearly, we're done with this. Okay, you know what? No, we're done. We're done with the petitions. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
Nivep Jorip. Nersik Rolem Edarib.
Alright. Let's listen to this petition.
Zespagrel. Tonse yamek barem vitole?
Wegliv. Tobritz Helegon.
Dojem.
On behalf of the village, I have a formal complaint against a bandit gang operating out of your graveyard. Since their rival muggings have increased and several trade caravans have been sacked, this is intolerable, and yet you seem to turn a blind eye to our plight. We demand your attention in removing the outlaw menace. I have more pressing concerns than a ragtag group of outlaws right now. With any situation that, or with any luck, the situation will resolve itself. You going ahead, I'll be along later, or wait here and we'll deal with your bandits after court. I don't know. I'm not gonna deal with that right now. We're not quite ready for bed though, so I guess we can go ahead and give him the money. We should hit gold pretty soon. And it's going to be a sad day in 4 hours.
Ah, Zamene Barosh.
Here's your blasted coin, Humbert, and it's all I'm going to give you. I trust you'll figure out a way to make it conveniently work. Okay. So that is done. I guess we'll just run it forward here. They can do whatever they want. In fact, I'll just skip it until the next morning. Alright, let's make some food. Make eel soup. We need something to boost my mood. Well, maybe a more proactive approach would be better. So let's go ahead and get to know her better, I guess.
Yelsha prosi niva.
Where'd the friendly thing go? To know... where are we?
Yelka bro.
What are you doing?
Chense drifel.
Webroom spinari. Ventin Gruno Frishella.
Grave. Ya recipe. Shorek nuste.
Or am I doing that twice? I don't remember. You going along, I'll be there later.
Tonse yamek barem vitole.
Monev. Davino in cell.
She's probably gonna die. The concerns are heard. If you will go on ahead without me, I will meet you at the cemetery to verify your gripe, after attending to the rest of these petitioners. As Speaker Jocasta, or whatever, stomped out of the throne room, muttering angrily beneath her breath, Lord Bartha the Great quickly turned back to the throne, and the small cluster of people all vying to have their demands and complaints heard. I have to continue having court. I don't understand if the better option would have been to say, wait until court is done. Then why did I have to go to the trouble of upping my relationship with her to send her to certain doom? Come on.
Javen Consik. Mon Karul. Elanin.
My liege, I ask you to fund a voyage into the unknown. I shall sail in your name and discover the secrets of the world around us. Knowledge, treasure, glory. These things can be yours. Okay. Absolutely. Yes, I like all those things. Go in my name and discover many wonders. Got plenty of money. I shall lead a voyage of wonders. My popularity greatly increased, and the public now universally adores me. 1 hour this thing will be gone, and we can do some duties. Lord Bartha the Great, I come before you today to speak for a coalition of foreign professionals. To a member, we feel the current trade taxes are unbearable and hindering our craft. We request a break from dues to continue serving Camelot Pardalis, or we will be forced to find a more appreciative province to ply our trades. Request a guild roster from Consul Mala. Greedy foreign merchants who were already sending tributes to Turdoni and offering trade rights to their guilds, now a break in taxes too? I think we're a long ways from finishing this one. Your Majesty, I, your humble servant, wish to begin a family. Yeah, go ahead.
Toba Warul. Yisaba Wofa Harik.
I mean, I don't know why they're asking me permission. Do they have someone lined up with which they can make babies? Or was that sort of what they were implying? Come on.
Elike.
Rialta Ratu. Coers.
Full bazine.
I've been curious about this new fad of wearing eye patches, but which eye does your Majesty favor? The choice is clear. Left? Does it matter? Whichever you think best.
Ervet
What kind of answer is that? How will I ever know if I'm wearing my patch on the correct eye? My popularity greatly decreased, but the nation offers its soaring approval of his actions. Oh, just get off the damn throne. Ah! Okay. So let's ask for a copy of the charter. Hopefully we'll have some tasks we can do soon. Your request is noted. If you can provide me with a copy of your charter, I will take your suggestion under careful consideration. Rest assured, I will ensure every member of your guild is eventually served. Of course, Lord Bartha the Great. If you just give me some time, I will send our formal request and guild charter to you as soon as I am able. Okay. Now what? Now I gotta go deal with Jocasta. I need to get out of the throne room in a hurry, even if it means bowing to the Speaker's demands to investigate outlaws. Well, not yet, because we're about to have those duties pop up, and this time I'd like to get them both done. Okay. Need to ask two citizens... I can't speak tonight. Ask two citizens about life in Camelo Pardalis. Tell me about living here. And, really? What is this? That's good. Make a mess for me. Okay, that's done. Now I need to go hunting. I should probably fill those holes in. Go hunt. Bartha tracked down a large black forest bear to its feeding ground. Surprising the animal, he dispatched the furry honey lover with a single blow, carving out 4 chunks of meat. Wow. Now we'll go to the location.
Ben. Gonin Filav. Orifila. Ansum. Zayun Garut.
Mejok, Kosum Glorum Neige.
See there, this brigand was trying to rob me before you arrived. Outlaws have become brazen enough to practice their highway robbery right under your nose, due in part to your own negligence. You must deal with this problem once and for all. I did no such thing, my lord. I asked this fool if she could spare any coin, and she practically bit me head off for it. It's true a few of us have been squatting in the caves, but only because times are tough with the war and all, and we can't find no caravan guard work. I may be a vagrant and terribly hungry, but I ain't no brute. I'm sick of demands, orders, insults by ungrateful and unloyal so-called subjects. I will suffer them no more. Hire Janelle the Destitute to take care of Speaker Jocasta. Wow. This is horrible.
The torch? Impare. Kenslin Lampol.
Relic Ubarik.
Nivet, Jory.
Sanif
Nes, Golen Egarib. Kunif Ashib. Chesik Dweven. Sabatives.
Zespagreb. Tonse Yamek Barem Vitole?
This is very much not a good thing to be doing.
Kanik. Velsin Wobrenessa. Quasel.
But it makes for an interesting story, I suppose. I ain't a common thug, mind you, but I can't pass up some moles that would put real food on our plates, and truth be told, I would enjoy silencing this one's full mouth. What? You can't be serious. You're making a terrible mistake. I'll see you both rot. I'll have your... Okay. What fun. Really? Surprisingly scrappy she was, but damn if it didn't feel good to shut her yap once and for all. I'll take the smoles now, as promised, and be on my way. My men can fend for themselves. There's some fresh young talent in town that I've had my eyes on. And now I can send her to the stocks. Yes! As if I'd actually pay some ruffian for murder. I'll make an example of this one and tie up any loose ends as well. Wow, that's great. He's right here. To send to the pit.
Disham. Regelinum Grofel. Knock.
The constable's on his way. He's right there. You're right there. Stop. Pay you. I think you have it backwards, friend. I can't. Whoa. What the hell? I can't have some brigand going around killing off innocent citizens. What would my loyal subjects think? No, you'll be the one paying for what you did in your miserable life. Constable, to the pit with this murderer. And now I get to travel to the stocks to see about the prisoner. Nice day to be outdoors. I'll enjoy it with a walk to the pit. Then I can deal with this dissident, or that dissident, and perhaps even make it there in time to catch a beast feeding.
Karov.
Raunul.
Miten Karov.
Halvig.
Upon arriving at the stockades, Lord Bartha the Great looked upon the shackled wretch. The accused was a simple and filthy peasant, now humbled by incarceration. Curious to the comment that resulted in arrest, Lord Bartha the Great would first have to release Jebediah the Lush before hearing out his complaints. Well, I guess we will do that once the constable is gone, because I don't want to be caught and punished. Your Majesty, please come quickly. There are 2 refugees about to come to blows by the pond. You must stop them before they bring the war to the middle of Camelot Pardalis. Jesus, people, will you just leave me to enjoy this for a moment? In fact, let's watch the fight. Okay, let's speed this up. Nope, a little bit more. Oh my god, will you do it again? can't interact with him. Okay. Well, I'm hungry, so I'm going back to the castle. But this is probably a good place to cut the video. So, we will continue this horrible mission next time.